20 years ago, France won the World Cup. Will they be partying tonight in Red Square in Moscow? From the Luzhniki Stadium, the World Cup final, and it's live. Welcome to you all to the 21st World Cup final, and the setting here, the Luzhniki Stadium in Moscow.
Well, it goes without saying, Martin, we've got two top teams here. I think they both thoroughly deserve to be in this final. And who can split them at the moment? The question is, who can produce the best just when it matters out there?
And now it's time for the national anthems. Just on the subject of France and this wonderful group of young players that they've got.
Yeah, we talk about Clairefontaine. We have done so often down the years, and still it produces. And players like Mbappe and Dembele, wonderful young prospects.
Lots in goal. Laurent Koscielny starts with Samuel Umtiti as the centre-backs, and a partnership with these two strikers up front. Now this is the lineup for Mexico today. 4-3-3, and they've got natural wide players in that front three with a central striker.
I think that's the key, because those lads on the flanks, it's quite a complicated job, actually, because they've got to come inside, support the centre forward, and they've also got to funnel back when they haven't got the ball, so an onus on them.
The world is watching. The 21st World Cup final is underway in Moscow.
Well, this is a mouth-watering prospect, and I'm sure the players down there feel the same.
Mbappe! Goal! It's the first goal in the 2018 World Cup final.
Well, what a moment for the lad, and what a good finish it was.
Well, he knew exactly where the goalkeeper was going, and he just steered it past him into the bottom corner.
Yeah, he's a fine finisher, this boy, and never panics, passes it into that corner.
Well, I like the look of this attack. Gets his foot in there. Well, it's a pretty robust start to the game. It's certainly a foul, but the referee's kept his cards in his pocket. Trying to get closer to the ball, the wall. Player is going to pay a price for trying to get too close to the ball.
Yeah, he tried to get away with it, but he hasn't.
And that will be a goal kick. Well, it is amazing that these two teams have got to the World Cup final. It does show the breadth of talent around the globe.
Yeah, it is the beauty of football, isn't it? Sometimes you just cannot predict. These two sets of players, having said all that, thoroughly deserve to be where they are.
Attacking well here. Benjamin Mendy. I think he saw the look from the other player and saw where the pass was going and read it. Carlos Vela trying to get the ball in behind. Delivery to the far post. Oh, that's easy. And snapped up by Hugo Lloris. Fabian. Conte. That's good movement forward here. Steered through. Oh, chance! Hernandez! And it's in! It's in for the equaliser!
Oh, they needed that. I thought one or two heads were beginning to drop.
Well, it is really game on in this match with this equaliser. So away we go at 1-1. Well read by the defender. Could be a chance here. They've got the ball into a good area. Dembele. Conte. Able to cut that out with some sharp movement. Laurent Koscielny. Sidibe. N'Golo Conte. Conte. Sidibe. Conte. To a chance. It's good attacking play. It's offside. Fabian. Vela. Lozano. They've taken the lead here on this biggest day of all in world football. They lead in the World Cup final.
Well, I just wonder, having got their noses in front now, can they stay in this position?
He looked the goalkeeper in the eyes and said, right, I've got the win here, and he's got the goal to show that.
I love that kind of finish when you don't have to blast it as long as the placement is right.
France are behind. Great interception. Good forward play from them. Mbappe. Giving the opposition a problem with their interpassing. And they've cut it out. Space to try and hit it now. Two in front now.
Well, keep the concentration, and they've won this match, I think.
Two for him on the day, and two very well taken goals. Just a reminder, 3-1 it is now, the scoreline. Griezmann. Conte. And the ball played to Mendy. Laurent Koscielny. Now it's Ousmane Dembele. Definitely a throw in there. Griezmann. Sidibe. Matuidi. Nice return pass. Mbappe. Lamar. On to Mbappe. That's a straightforward piece of work for the goalkeeper. Samuel Umtiti. Benjamin Mendy. There's some potential in this move. Real chance. Well, that's proper defending. They can't score from there. It's out of play. That's good to win the ball back because the counter-attack was looming rather large. Bit of space to go forward into with the ball. Trying to pick out someone in the centre. Splendid goal here.
Well, if you look back through the archives, you'll see that this player has scored quite a few from these kind of distances, and it is a knack.
A goal that's been put away in prime fashion.
Oh, it's come in from a long way out, and from that angle, it's not always easy to finish.
Defenders caught out by it in the end. Well, once he got his foot to it, Alan, it was always going to be a goal from that kind of cross.
Yeah, he really did get a good connection with it, didn't he? And keeper no chance.
Mbappe. Lamar. Back with Dembele. Matuidi. And there's the cutback. Matuidi. A good chunk of added time here, 3 minutes. Javier Hernandez. Fabian. Well read by the defender. Araujo. And the pass not completed, really. Half-time here, and who would believe this scoreline? Well, here we go with the second half of the World Cup final, and they've played well enough in the first half, just got their noses in front.
Yeah, I'm sure the manager at half-time accentuating the need for concentration. Now start this second half well, good habits, and you're very close to lifting that famous trophy.
Mbappe. Dembele. Attacking well here. Oh, he could be in. Surely! Well, he tried to place it and could hardly have placed it further from the goal.
I can only think that got a horrible bobble. You know, that was a shocker.
I think the coach will be considering his options on the bench. A brilliant first half from this fella.
On top of his game out there, and I'm sure he'll be thinking about grabbing his hat-trick in the second half.
Griezmann. Oh, it's close, Alan. Offside is given.
He's quick enough. He doesn't need to do that. Doesn't need to go as soon as he did that.
He's on the move all the time and makes lots of these interceptions. Mbappe! He's had a real go. It's a decent effort, that, with plenty of sting in it.
Yeah, not far away. He really did fizz it, didn't he?
Guardado. On the move and able to cut out the pass. Really getting at the opposition this far up the pitch now. Mbappe! Lamar. He has to clear it. Vela. Neatly intercepted. Guardado. That looked dangerous until he made the interception. He'll need to try and get the ball back now. N'Golo Kanté. Benjamin Mendy. Griezmann. Mbappe. Dembele. Kanté. Could make a chance with this tackle. Shot on! Plenty of power, but not too much direction. And this will be 2 changes at 1 go for the manager. Guardado. Héctor Herrera. Javier Hernandez. Guiding the pass through. Vela! That's very gallant goalkeeping to get the ball at the feet of the opponent.
Yeah, keeper showed a bit of pace there, actually, to make up the ground and close down the attacker.
Sidibe. Laurent Koscielny. Oh, dispossessed. Hernandez! Goalkeeper can only parry it out. And it's going to be his throw here. Salcedo. Guardado. Griezmann. In quickly. Quick into the tackle. And the result is going to be a throw. N'Golo Kanté. Lamar. I think he saw the look from the other player and saw where the pass was going and read it. And here they are on the attack. Dembele! Well, that needed a more subtle touch. He's gone for power and he's nowhere near.
Well, I don't think he kept his head down, actually. Probably thought he'd scored before he'd even hit it.
Hector Herrera. Javier Hernandez. Opportunity to cross it now. Kanté. Well, suddenly they could be on the counter-attack. Samuel Umtiti. Well, guiding it through the defenders. Gets his foot in there. Guardado. Well, we've got an angle on this offside call, Alan. I must say, it is the most difficult thing in all the officiating, I think. But this assistant has got eagle eyes.
Well, I certainly wouldn't want to do that job because the speed that players move now, as it turns out, what a great call.
Lamar. Well, this one is done and dusted. 5 minutes left now. And as you can see from the scoreline, the match is over as a contest. Being closed down here. Laurent Koscielny. Lovely, incisive pass. Just the keeper to beat. Hernandez! And it's gone behind for a goal kick. Pogba. Mendy. Crowd maybe expected a bit more, but it's 2 added minutes. Kanté. Come back to get a touch and get involved in the game. Lacazette. Griezmann. Griezmann! Decent opportunity there, but it was easy in the end for the goal. Final whistle. They are the world champions. A day to remember in Moscow. They've come through the group stage, the round of 16, the quarter-final, the semi-final, and now they've seen off serious opposition here today.
What a moment, Martin, for all these players out there. A moment they will never forget for the rest of their lives. This is special.
Against their names in football history, long after they've gone, that will say world champion. There's no higher accolade.
No, and it's difficult to argue that they're not deserved winners in this competition. To a man, they gave it their all out there.
Champions of the world! The best feeling in the world. They're on top of the world.
Yes, and they've needed it at times. They've came through some sticky periods in this competition, but it was all worth it, wasn't it?
Sharing it with the supporters, and they'll know where their families are as well. Forever linked with Moscow, forever linked with Russia, forever linked with the FIFA World Cup.
And they've needed those fans at times. They've stuck with them. And quite rightly, they acknowledge that support.
They will not want this day to end, but they will get some souvenirs of it now as the photographers gather for these prime pictures of the winners of the FIFA World Cup 2018.